Alright, looks like we're all set to go, but yeah. I'm sure that a lot of you guys were looking at the videos today and seeing a lot of confusion, wondering what was going on. Well, let's just say I wanted to try and use one of the new features to utilize for later this afternoon after this morning's stream, but YouTube decided that they wouldn't let me do it that way, and they decided to put the video out straight away. So, yeah, suffice it to say, I was not very impressed, but hey, what would you expect when new features are not explained clearly enough so that you can use them properly? But I digress. So, just getting ready here to get things going. Alright, looks like everything's good to go, so we can begin. So, after having successfully defeated the second Light Warden in the game, and having given Feoul the opportunity to take over as the new king of the Fairy Kingdom of Ilmeg, it's now time for us to see the various side quests that the New Mu and the Amaro wanted us to do for them. So, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novaura Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So, since we're back here at Pla Eni, the home of the New Mu, we're gonna go ahead and start taking on their various side quests. So yeah, since we have this conveniently located lovesick New Mu right next to us, let's go ahead and talk to them first, by taking on their quest entitled, Much Ado About Giving. The lovesick New Mu is struggling to make a decision. Should I give them this, or should I give them that? I can't decide. Yeah, what's up? There's someone I fancy and I want to give them a gift, but I don't know what manner of item is best. To get an idea, I thought about asking some of the others what they would like to receive, but I worry that they will mistake my question as a proposition. If the question were to come to you from you though, it wouldn't be a concern. Please, will you go and do the asking in my stead? Alright. So let's see who we need to do asking towards. Yeah, there's probably a New Mu up here that needs to be asked. Yeah, also Sigun here. Why, what would I be happy to receive? I suppose the grimoire wouldn't go astray. It never hurts to have more knowledge. Yeah, so we'll come back to Osa Sigun later because he also has a quest. Yeah, there'll be no shortage of side quests for us to do this morning. There are lots of things we can do, lots of places we can go. Oh, and there's also an Aether Current up there, so we'll definitely have to make sure to get that. Let's speak with Iala Ul first along the way. My choice of a gift? Why, a porksy for certain. There's nothing more useful than a trusty familiar, and the more adorable it is, the better. And finally, Guff Dan over here. So go ahead and pay him a visit. I'm afraid this is rather unimaginative, but I'm quite partial to flowers. We can't grow them in the cave, and they would help to brighten up the village. I think your village is bright enough as it is with all these glowing mushrooms. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that aspect of the flowers. Your mushrooms are more than brightening up the village. Yeah, doing that with the greatest of ease, I might add. Let's go ahead and attune. And there we go. And let's hustle on back to the lovesick New Mu and complete our first quest of the day. You've spoken with the others? Please tell me what you learned. Well, they wanted quite a variety of things, actually. I see, I see. Yes, I believe I can finally decide. Thank you ever so much. When I was little, a mortal told me that a gift isn't someone must give, but something one wants to give. For a long time, I didn't understand what his words meant, but that changed when I met them. Who's them? Simply thinking of them makes me want to give them a gift, and thanks to you, I'm confident I can choose one that will bring a smile to their face. Please accept this as a fitting payment for your kind help. Well, thank you very much. So yeah, away they go. Yeah, let's see if we can... Yeah, since this Kiri New Mu is so close by, why don't we go ahead and hit them up next. We can find the staircase to them. Looks like we're gonna have to use the roots to do that. There we go. So let's go ahead and speak with Caring Numu to take on our next quest entitled Help My Porksy. The Caring Numu is worried for their familiar. Please, mortal, I require your aid. My precious Porksy has been under the weather of late and needs some full-blown lilies to get better. However, I cannot leave it aside to do the picking. If you would go in my stead, I promise to give you a fitting payment. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, and we had the opportunity to see some of these yesterday, this is what a Porksy looks like. It's basically a flying pig, using its ears as wings, and it also has a little tail to boot. So yeah, we want to go and drive for this one. In fact, yeah, we want to go quite a bit of distance into the water. So yeah, it's time to get our swim trunks on once again. But let's get there first. And so yeah, probably wondering what does this place look like when evening comes along? Well, it kind of looks like this. Yeah, it is quite a beautiful sight, isn't it? Alright, so we're getting close to the intended destination. So let's just go ahead and change over. And then, yeah, meant to just regular circle. But yeah, we can drive this underwater, so let's go and do that. Oh, actually, yeah, this one's actually above water. Yeah, that's right. These are lilies, which means they're on the surface of the water. Alright, so let's go and start. That's not what I meant to press. Yeah, let's go ahead and start picking these lilies. Okay. I don't know why I'm instinctually pressing circle. I don't know why I'm doing that. Like, I don't want to press circle. I want to press X when I get to the flower. Alright, let's get these back to Pliny. Yeah, and hello to everyone who's just logged on. Thank you so much for being part of this evening's stream. Or this morning's stream, rather. Okay, let's go over to the Caring Numu. Oh, you're back. Do you have the lilies? We do indeed. You have my gratitude. Now my precious Porksy can recover. Will I feed it the lilies, you ask? After a fashion, being an arcane entity, it cannot simply eat them. Instead, I will infuse it with the flower's ether. To the creature, it will be as drinking sweet nectar, a sure way to lift the spirits. My thanks again, and please accept this as fitting payment for your kindness. And so away goes the Numu and his flying baby pig. Yeah, his piglets. Alright, let's keep going around to find various other people to help. Continuing on with Wid Lad and his quest entitled A Stranger Fwath. Wid Lad has another request for you. Shinji, I know you've already given me your patronage, but will you not consider doing so again? Alright. Thank you. I ask that you deliver this pack of mushrooms to Longmere Lake. The recipient is a Fwath, and he should give you an alchemical concoction in return. Now, though the Fwath are a strange folk as a whole, I must warn you that this one is stranger than most. He is far taller than his kindred for one, and I cannot help but feel unsettled in his presence. He can provide us with what we need, and so we trade with him. But if truth be told, I would sooner not deal with him in person. Hence my request to you. My thanks in advance. Also, I should say hello to everyone. So yeah, for this next one, we gotta go Trying to remember where exactly where. Actually, we don't have to go that far. But we still have to use the motorcycle. Alright, let's go and say hello. Let's go see what this tall swath is all about. Because, yeah, we've already met a tall swath already. Back over in Don Meg, the second dungeon of the game. Yeah, here's the tall swath. Yeah, what's going on with this? This seems suspicious. I should probably be armed. You do not see any swath in the area. However, there's an elf. There is, however, an elf wearing what appears to be a toad costume. Top of the morning to you, mortal. Wait, is it even morning? Ah, what does it matter? 'Tis a fine day to be a swath. Pain, pain, go away. Oh ho ho ho. Yeah. Are you really a swath, or you're the one training with Wid Lad? Yeah, you're the person he's training with? Aye, that I am. Wid Lad and I engage in much training to our mutual benefits. But tell me, what brings a good mortal such as yourself here? What business have you with this humble swath? This, specifically. Ah, the mushrooms I've been expecting. I shall enjoy these, oh yes. And yet I cannot help but feel disappointed, for rather than coming themselves, Wid Lad sent you instead. It was inevitable, I suppose. I knew that one day they too would go over to the other side, and you, my friend, are but another brick in the wall, another cog in the machine ever grinding. Yeah, there you go. That's what you came for, yes? So take it and leave me be. I think upon the state of the new world. Very well then. Yeah, not the least bit weird. Alright, let's give this stuff back to Wid. And thankfully we didn't have to resort to combat. Oh, there you are. Did you receive the concoction? Indeed we did. Yes, this is it. My thanks for collecting it. But tell me, what did you think of that swath? He's a strange one, yes? This concoction works wonders on mushrooms, making them shoot up as nothing else does. It's something that only mortals can make, and in the old days we traded with the Voberites for it. Yet here is a swath who is capable of working mortal alchemy. He is truly a mystery wrapped in a mystery. Though at first I found him novel, I began developing headaches when dealing with him. So from here on I intend to send others in my stead. Thank you for sparing me the pain this time. I'm glad we could help. So we'll take your experience, skill, plus we also gain Nut Bake, which is a mage-based food. So now let's go on upstairs and speak with Osasigan for not one, but 2 quests. Starting with Magic is Love, Magic is Life. Osasigan wants to initiate their child into the ways of magic. Mortal, will you not undertake a task for me? You see, the time has come for my child to be initiated into the ways of magic, and I wish to have a staff fashioned for them. However, some of the materials needed can only be hard from dangerous beasts. I'm good to understand that you're strong, so I would trust the hunting to you. If you are up to the task, what I require is the leg of a moss fungus and the thorn of a witchweed. Once you have these items, please take them to our weaponsmith. Alright. Kill 2 plants? No problem. Yeah, I'm really surprised that a lot of people are expediting themselves to Shadowbringers and not doing Stormblood. Yeah, that's really weird. So yeah, that's what the high jump looks like, in case you're wondering. Yeah, it's basically a faster version of our regular jump. So we leap and bounce back much more quickly, allowing us more agile movement. We'll get this Moss Fungus down. There we go. And then, yeah, it turns out we have a witchweed right over here. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, time for you to disappear there, witch. And we're the ones who are gonna make it happen. Yeah, load up for a big shot. And there we go. Back over into the city. Yeah, this is the last experience level as well that we're going to be at that needs less than 20 million experience points to complete. So yeah, after we get to level 75, everything will be over 20 million. I do wonder though how they calculate how many experience points are needed in order to get experience level, because keep in mind at level 1 you only needed 300 points. Yes, I've been expecting you. Come, let's see those materials then. Alright, there's the leg, there's the thorn. Yes, this is fine quality. Yes, I have everything I need. Let Osa Sigurd know that I will set to work on the training stuff at once. And back over to Osa. Alright, let's go ahead and head on up. Eventually. Alright, get off the motorcycle. You cannot drive this thing up. Hey, Osa. The weaponsmith worked on the stuff as we speak, you say? Oh, to think that my child will soon take their first steps as a mage. It brings a tear to the eye. You may have heard that we Numu are magically blessed. Indeed, many among us are talented in spellcraft, but what manner of spells we excel at depends upon such things as personality and upbringing. I myself have always been willful with battle magics, but my child may yet wreak havoc where I cannot. I keenly look forward to witnessing their development in the coming years. So you see, the journey into magic is an important aspect of a Numu's life. You may take pride in having helped a child to set a child on their course, and also in accepting this fitting payment for your service. So yeah, there's one. So now let's take on Osa Sigurd's other side quest entitled Growing Pla Eni. Osa Sigurd needs help growing mushrooms. Tell me, mortal, do you know what a Pla Eni is? It is not only the name of our village, but our mushroom, a variety that is exceptionally difficult to grow. Some special items are needed in their cultivation, and I would be grateful if you could procure them for me. Specifically, what I require is an Undine heart, a bottle of Fuka blood, and a ball of Samid silk. Suffice it to say, you will be suitably rewarded for your troubles. So yeah, we know what the Samids are. But as far as everything else, we have to go back towards Liagia. And then, yeah, we gotta do this section all the way down here as well. So, probably best for me to... Because, yeah, two of these things are over on the Alita Laran side. So, yeah, better for me to start over at Alita Laran than go and just drive all the way there. And also towards Liagia. So, yeah, we're kind of gonna do this in reverse. Alright, let's go. Hey guys, we'll be catching up with you later. And as for that other quest, we cannot do it until we've gained all the other Aether Currents. So that will also be something we can do. Yeah, another thing they started doing to you is introducing side quests that require you to have the ability to fly in a territory. So it is an interesting way of doing that. Let's say, hey, if you don't have the Aether Currents, you can't do this quest. Alright, Samid. So yeah, a heart, a blood, and some silk. So essentially, we are taking a heart, soaking it in blood, and wrapping it in silk. What is this, Halloween? And up we go. So yeah, we'll do it with these guys. And get exactly what we need. Oops. Yeah, I got caught on the edge there. Alright, so yeah, here's the one. Oh, look out for that. Yeah. Also, all those shrubs that suddenly appeared when we had the situation occur last night, yeah, they're gonna now a permanent part of the landscape. Yeah, not exactly the most pleasant thought, is it? Take this. Oh, look out. Ah, you died from the dot. You died as a result of the dot. Yeah. Alright. Now it's time for us to go ahead and jump back in the water. Let's swim on our way back over to the Agia. But yeah, how is everyone this morning? I know it's, for Americans, it's the day after the 4th of July, so I know that people are probably got an extended holiday today. I also know that there are some people who would not have gotten it. But either way, I hope that you enjoyed yourself yesterday, and I hope that you're going to enjoy yourself this weekend too. But yeah, as you've noticed, the music is very tranquil here at nighttime. Yeah, once we get onto shore again, then we will be required to engage in combat once again. Yeah, even the lily pads glow very nicely at night. Yeah, definitely worthy of its distinction in regards to being a fairy kingdom. Alright, around we go. So yeah, now we are returning to the castle. Thankfully, we don't have to travel too far into it. Yeah, bring it all down on them. Alright, spin through. And there we go. Yeah, a long way for this one, but we got it. Alright, so upon our return... Oops. Yeah, back over to Osa. There you are. Were you able to obtain the items I requested? Indeed we did. All 3 of them. Excellent. With these, we can ensure that the Pliny grow big and strong. How do we use the items, you ask? We give the mushrooms water purified with the Undying Heart, fertilize them with the nutrient-rich Fuka blood, and as they grow, we reinforce them with Samid silk. As some windows and doors, perhaps a flight of stairs, and is ready to live in. My thanks, mortal. Here's your fitting reward. Thank you very much. So, experience skill plus broad bean salad, which we've seen before and is another spell mage-based food. So since there was a person all the way down here at the far end, we're going to also go ahead and cover them too. So we're going to hustle on over to this Numu Culinarian. And we'll go ahead and take on his quest entitled The Mushroom Menace. The Numu Culinarian needs help with a pest problem. Not again! A pox on that pest! What's going on? My, to appear before me precisely at my time of need, 'tis as if you were a Numu yourself. Makes so much taller. It's my mushrooms! The precious mushrooms I grow with tender loving care. A dastardly pest has been laying them to waste. It sneaks into the cave with its gluttonous googly eyes and devours my defenseless fungi before vanishing into the wilderness. Rid me of the creature, I beg you. Lure it out using this bowl of sauteed mushroom soup, then strike it down! Alright. Yeah, it is a good idea to tempt them with even more mushrooms. It does kind of make sense. So yeah, they're not that far from where we are. Yeah, let's make our way towards the shore. And there's where we need to go. So let's drop down some soup. And now we wait for its arrival. And then... there it is. Yeah, take this, you. Yeah, a panicked Fuka? Well, you're gonna be in much more of a panic once we take you down. Take this. Yeah, give everything I've got into it. Before long, boom, there we go. Alright, so it's probably fast for us to just drive back, since it does take a while to teleport and then drive back. Yeah, since the Culinarian is located where they are. YRP, is that what I think it means? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, anyone familiar with my channel will know that I did a low percent run of Final Fantasy X-2 back in 2014 to ring in the new year. Hey, Culinarian. You did it! You rid me of the mushroom menace! Now my precious mushrooms may grow in peace and I can sleep without those googly eyes haunting my dreams. Here's your fitting reward. No more and no less than you deserve. May it bring you much honor. And so away he goes. But yeah, as you can see, we're cleaning out quests pretty quickly around here. See, I think I'll take one more before I reset the capture card. Yeah, let's try speaking with this soft-spoken Numu and take on their quest entitled A Leafman and a Hero. The soft-spoken Numu has a request for a traveler. Mortal, I have a task for you should you be willing. By the shore of the isle from which Liagia rises, there is a Leafman. I want you to go and lay this sword before it. Do this for me and I will give you a fitting reward. That seems simple enough. Yeah, we've definitely seen Liagia quite a bit over the course of the time we've been here. So let's be on our way. Yeah, time for us to return to Leah. That also means that we're also going to be driving back to the castle again. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Yeah, stay right where you are there, Laura Keat. Stay right where you are. Thank you. Alright, go. Yeah, time to run down through the water and over the hills to get to where we need to go. Yeah, there's even werewood out here. And a very scary Avis. Let's go ahead and tune to another Aether Current since it's so conveniently right over here. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up quite a few of these things. How many do I have so far for Ilmig? I only need one more quest-based Aether Currents, and there's still 4 more in the field. Alright, let's go. So we'll go ahead and try and avoid the Avis as much as possible. Yeah, and as I noted before, you can notice Lita Laran off on the horizon, which is really cool. That's really interesting that they set that up the way that they did, that from this vantage point you could actually see over to Lita Laran. Oh, but we're not staying up on the surface here, we're actually going underneath. Yeah, this is an instance where we actually want to be under. Yeah, this does not happen often, but this is definitely an exceptional instance. You want to get around over here, and that's where it is. Yeah, it's not easy to remember stuff that you've only done once before. Okay, now if I remember correctly, there is also a spot around here where there's an Aether Current. Yeah, maybe, but we'll come back to it later. Yeah, there might be an Aether Current on Liagia, but we'll come back to it later if we have to. Yeah, we still have a lot to do around here. Alright, so let's return to the soft-spoken Numa and complete this quest. You placed the sword. My thanks. Glad I could help. Lest you wonder, that Leafman was once a knight of Vorbert, a valiant soul who remained to protect the castle from sin eaters while others fled around him. While he fought bravely, he was ultimately wounded by a creature with a touch, but ere he could turn into a monster, a pixie transformed him into a Leafman. Callous though that may be, pixies can understand the desire to protect one's home. That's why they took pity on the knight and spared him a fate worse than death. I was there too, but frozen by fear as I was, I could do not but watch. Ashamed, I swore to the knight that one day I will find a way to cure him. Until that day comes, I will look after his sword, ensuring that it's always ready for his use again. To be sure, I could have easily taken the sword back myself, but I wanted you to know of the knight and his sacrifice. He will sort of enjoyed the company of a fellow mortal, I believe. And so we'll take our experience skill, plus some baguettes, which are meant for tanks. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'll go ahead and save my audio file here. And then once we've done that, we'll be good to go again. I'm gonna get myself a... Oh, my cup's empty. I thought I had some water in here. I guess I'll have to deal with that later. You can see we're already at 3 million points out of the nearly 20 million that we need. So yeah, once we get done these 4, then we got all these over at Wallachdorf to do. And there's no less than 9 regulars plus a chain quest for the last Aether Current that we're gonna have to do. Yeah, in fact, once I get these 4 side quests done, I'm gonna make it a point to go after the remaining Aether Currents. Alright. I know follows good. Which means we can continue on. Okay, so with a handful of quests here imply I need to do, let's continue on. By speaking with this overzealous Numu to take on their quest entitled, Are You Being Served? The overzealous Numu is burning for your patronage. Oh, a mortal! It's a mortal! Please give me your patronage, please, please, please! You won't regret it, I swear. Just tell me what your troubles are and I will solve them. Yes, make them disappear! You're like, yeah, you're coming on a bit too strong. No wonder you're overzealous. What? You don't have any troubles? Oh, what am I to do? I can't afford to let this opportunity slip by. Please help me, I beg you. Go and ask the others what I must do to win your patronage. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. So yeah, we'll start with Guff Dan over here. Our friend is being too hasty. It's well and good to desire honor, but one mustn't obsess over it. Tell them they could stand to relax a little. Ouch. Alright, over to the other side. Yeah, we'll speak with Dan Ken. They wish to know how they might win your patronage? If you yourself do not know, there is little less chance that someone else would. Yeah, so far it's not looking good for the poor guy. And finally, yeah, back to Osa. Osa's gotten a lot of face time over the course of these quests. Well, never have I heard such a naive Numu. All know that patronage cannot be forced. Nay, it must come about naturally, arise out of necessity. So yeah, let's see what Mr. Overzealous has to say about this. Yeah, let's return to this Numu. See what he's got to say. Did you learn how I might win your patronage? Oh, please tell me you did. Well, I hate to break it to you, but... Is that what they said? Perhaps they're right. Perhaps I've been too obsessed with honor and I need to relax. And I know the perfect way to do that. I need an Echivore. Please go and catch one for me. Spirited as the creature is, it's like to put up a fight. You must weaken it first before slipping the sack over it. Alright. That shouldn't be too hard. And away we go. So yeah, we'll make our way out of the cave and then we'll go find one of these Echivores. So no day is dawned here in this place, and so where is the thing that I need to beat up? It's back over at Leader Ron. Alright. Yeah. You want me to go all the way there? Well, they weren't the first person to ask us to go back over to Leader Ron from Pliony. So yeah, it's not an isolated incident. And so away we go in order to find one of these XIVs. And here's one right here. Okay, bring it on. Bring it on, you little furball. And that's enough. Yeah, you're not getting that AoE off. I'm stopping it in its tracks. Yeah, better luck next time. Alright, so let's give it to this guy. See if it helps to calm him down a little. And so... Oh, the multiple returns, and with the XIV, I hope? Right here. Oh, such a lusty specimen. I shall enjoy sucking on its tail for that sweet, sweet nectar taste. There's no better way to relax, let me tell you. Also, that's gross. But wait, by bringing this to me, you've done me a service. And by giving you a 50 in payment, it becomes an honorable task. I might not have performed the task, but I was party to it, and near enough is good enough. Whatever you say. Yeah, dude, you are creepy. Get some professional help, man. Yeah, we go from an overzealous Numu now to a vengeful Numu. Let's find out why he's vengeful with his quest entitled One Good Trick Deserves Another. The vengeful Numu is bent on revenge. Those accursed pixies! I never should have trusted them! Yep, mistake number 1. Yeah, you know what those guys do, right? I asked them for sheep's milk. They demanded their payment first, and against my better judgment, I gave it to them. I have not seen neither hide nor hair of them since. But they will rue the day that they cheated this Numu. I'll get my revenge, with your help, mortal! Your task is simple. Take these mock ancient texts I prepared and give them to the pixies. The rest should play out by itself, and I will have my revenge, and you your fitting payment. And if the pixies think to ask where the texts come from, just say that you found it at the church at Dameron Field. So yeah, we gotta go over this way. Yeah, we're not going back directly to Leader Laran here. And so off we go. And it's time to head on back to the west to, yeah, perhaps deal with those 2 pixies who thought they could warp us backwards. And teach them a thing or two. And so outside we go. Yeah, it's time to go and get revenge on those pixies. Yeah, not just for the Numu, but also for myself. Sorry, Witchweed ain't got time to play. And yeah, even with the regular light on now, with the regular sunlight, the rainbow glow still comes off of those spires. Alright, time to find these pixies. Alright, here's one of them. Yeah, standing in front of a Leafman, no less. Well now, what's a mortal doing here? Giving you this. This is at the church? Let's see now. It tells you the way to get to a secret garden. All you need is sheep's milk, and it just so happens we have extra we didn't give to the Numu. I'll go out and test it at once. So yeah, even despite the fact that they all work together to drive out the forces from Yulmore, these pixies haven't learned their lesson. They still treat everyone else like crap. And now discuss me, Pixie. You wish to give me something, you say? Yes, I do. Oh, it says here there's a secret flower garden, and the way will be revealed if one makes an offering of sheep's milk to the Leafman north of here. I must go and tell everyone, right after I've had my fill of the garden. Alright, so yeah, let's go and give the vengeful Numu the good news he was hoping for. But yeah, we'll teach those tricky pixies. So back over to the vengeful Numu. You gave the pixies the text, and they believed it? Such sweet revenge. Here, mortal, the fitting payment for your excellent service. Now, if you excuse me, I have sheep smoke to collect. Yeah, sadly we never get to find out where exactly that false secret garden is going. So let's go and speak with Iala Ul for our penultimate quest here at Plaeni, entitled Sense of Security. Iala Ul needs help being reunited with their Porksy familiar. Oh, whatever will I do with that willful thing? Yeah, what's going on? You see, my Porksy familiar flew away and refuses to come back. I've tried to catch it several times now with no joy. It seems to think we are playing a game of flutter and flutters off at the first sight of me. But I dare say a stranger such as you will better luck. Will you not try to catch it for me? I would of course give you a fitting payment in return. Here, take this vial of succulent scent and sprinkle it over yourself. The Porksy loves the smell and is sure to afford you an opening to capture it. Okay. So he's gonna be over that way. And so we'll head back on out of the cave here and we'll go and see if we can't find that particular Porksy. Yeah, for those of you who just missed out earlier on, the Porksies are little flying piglets who use their ears as wings. Yeah, in fact, I now have the inspiration for the episode in which I want to show off what the Porksy look like up close when pigs fly. Yeah, that just came to me now. That's an epiphany I just had. Yeah, it's like that. It just works out so perfectly for that sort of situation. But if I want to help out this familiar, I'm gonna have to kill you. Yeah, you were standing a little too close there, witchweed. So now I got to use everything at my disposal to deal with you. Yeah, so take this. And down you go. Over to the familiar. Yeah. Hey there, little piggy. Yeah, let's see if we can soak ourselves in order to get its attention. You sprinkle the succulent scent over yourself, and to your amazement, you begin smelling like sausages. Yeah, now let's deal with the Porksy. Your succulent scent has lulled the Porksy into a blissful daze. Now's your chance to capture it. Yeah, take this, you. Got it. Yes, that was as weird as it sounded. Yeah, hopefully they don't use the Porksies in their sausage. That would just be the worst. And so off we go. Yeah. Hey there, Yala. Oh, you're back. Then I hope you were able to catch for my familiar? Indeed we did. Wonderful. Now may we resume making sausages. Yeah, like, are you kidding? Oh, lest you misunderstand, we're not eating this fellow, no. We New Moo make our sausages from mushrooms, and my Porksy helps me to find them. Ah, vegan sausage. Besides, Porksies are arcane entities brought to life by imbuing clay with magic. Hardly appetizing, but should they be edible like ordinary flightless pigs, we wouldn't dream of eating them. Unlike mortals, we Numu cherish our animal friends. But here's the fitting payment I promised. My thanks, traveler, and take care you aren't devoured out there, succulent as you smell. Yeah, that certainly is something, isn't it? And so now for the last side quest here at Pliny, let's go ahead and speak with Guff Dan to take on his quest entitled A Lawful Trade. Duff Gan isn't in the mood for pixie mischief. Ah, what a quandary this is. The mere thought of going makes me wince. What ails me? I'm supposed to take myself to Little Laurent to trade, but I have a strong aversion to the pixies and their antics. I realize this is sudden, but won't you go in my stead? If you're willing, please see this bag of nomcap spores to a pixie named Julfio. In return, they should give you some flower seeds. Alright. Oh, and if they try any tricks on you, incant the word law. It will allow you to exact some small revenge. I pray that you won't have to resort to it, however. So yeah, we gotta go all the way back to Little Laurent again. Yeah, even though we've moved on from Little Laurent, like, there's still a lot of things we have to do over there. Not the least of which includes the main story, plus the quest that we have obtained that's exclusively only for those who obtained all the ether currents. So let's go ahead and find Julfio. Chilling out over here. You're late, and there I thought Numu was supposed to be punk. Wait, you're failed or sapling. Come on, let's play. Actually, we came here to give you this. Oh, the nomcap spores. These are going to be so much fun. I'm going to throw these at other pixies, and you know what will happen? It'll make them go numb all over. They won't be able to move a finger. But I mustn't forget my side of the bargain. You may collect your bags of flower seeds in the fields. I've taken the liberty of leaving them here, there, and everywhere. After all, I never made any promises about handing the seeds to you here. And can't the word law or exercise forbearance? Nope, we're using it. Ah, it tingles, it pickles, it stings. Alright, I'm sorry. Yeah. Not cool, man. Now we gotta go and get all these 6 bags. So yeah, they're gonna be scattered out quite a bit. Yeah, they were not joking about the pixies doing what they do best. So now we have to try and find where these bags of seeds are. Which also means we might have to fight for them too. Yeah, they're easy to be camouflaged in this environment. Alright, here's one. Yeah, like I said, they are easily camouflaged in this environment. Yeah, these metals can really mess with your eyes. Thankfully, this one's in plain sight. And we also have a bag over there, too. Anyway, we go to the next area. Alright, so here's a bag over here. I see another bag over there. The other one's probably over... Okay, I caught a glimpse of it. It's under the tree. Alright, pick this up. And we're all good. Back over to Pliny. And we've returned. And let's give these to Guff Dan. Up. Come on, Shinji. Oh, how can I not drive this? Up the stone. Hey, Guff. Oh, you've returned. Do you have the flower seeds? And we do. 6 bags of seeds, that's agreed upon. Excellent. I want to rather ask whether you had to encounter the word, but I hope the experience wasn't too troublesome. Lest you wonder, from these seeds we will extract an oil for use in food and medicine. In the old days, we traded with the men of Novaura for it, but now we must turn to the pixies. Yet though they can be vexing neighbors, the pixies play an important role in the protection of Meg. We must learn to live with each other for the common good, but I digress. My thanks for your help. Please accept this as fitting payment. And so there we go. We have all the quests done in Plot Any, but now let's go ahead and find the remaining Aether Currents. Starting with 1503 Southwest, which is probably the Liagia one. So yeah, we'll get that checked off the list first, and then we'll continue on from there. Or it might not even be in the water. Or in around Lida Laran. Or not Ida Laran, but Liagia. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, no, it's around here. Yep, hiding back here amongst all these rocks. Come on there, Shinji, jump up. Alright, next. 360 to the southeast. Okay, so this is at Liagia. Alright, so let's submerge first, and then we'll go and use the motorcycle to get ourselves there faster. Yeah, I believe this one's gonna be near the stairs. Alright, going up. $274 north. Okay, dry ourselves off. Change back into armor because we might need to fight. And go. Oh, so yeah, we're going the wrong way. It's like, why doesn't this look right? Alright, up we go. I also want to keep an eye just in case it's in the flowers. Which it does seem to be. Yep, here it is. There we go. Next. 908 south, which means this is closer to Lita Laran. Alright, it's 252 further southwest. It's actually close to the entrance from Lakeland. So now let's go ahead and find this one. Yeah, I think it might be on the tier here. Yep. There you are. Alright, that should leave us with one more. Alright, going to the east. Yeah, out towards Feaster-Laran. Uh-oh. Yeah, out towards Feaster-Laran, or Feister-Laran. So we'll go ahead and get that covered too. So yeah, heading out into the open meadow. Yeah, it seems like this is going to be right near the shore. It's 138 northeast. Probably on the log. Yep, there it is. Alright, go ahead. Alright, that should be all of them. And it is. So yeah, there's just the one quest left for the Aether Current for the chain, and it's going to be over in Wallachdorf. So yeah, we'll go ahead and make our way over there in order to start taking on the side quests over in Wallachdorf. Was that a cat I just heard? I think it was. Alright, so we'll let that save, and then we'll keep on going. Oh great, my antivirus wants to do a maintenance now. Well, at least I have time to go to Wallachdorf. Yeah, these antivirus software programs always have to pick the worst times to do their regular maintenance. Like, we're good here for right now, thanks. Also, I don't know why it's checking for app updates when my PC is disconnected from the internet. Like, that makes no sense. Yeah, that just makes no sense. Okay. Yeah, I stopped it for now. I'll take care of it later. Because, yeah, when that happens, there's the real danger of the file being corrupted. And, of course, that's not something we want to have happen. In fact, that's very bad if that happens. Alright, so now we're over in Wallachdorf, and we're going to go ahead and proceed to take on the next series of quests, if I can bother to correctly press the right buttons. Yeah, we'll get it figured out, don't worry. So yeah, the person we want to speak to here is an Amaro by the name of Sandman. So let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled A New Amaro. Sandman would ask a favor of you, assuming he can stay awake long enough. Oh, I beg your pardon? I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, I find I can barely stay awake. Sandman is my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Ah, yes, request. I would have you seek out a young Amaro who is newly arrived in Ilmeg. But ere I go into the details, tell me, know you the nature of our community, Wallachdorf? It is a place where those of us who have attained intelligence come to live out their days. We Amaro are born mindless beasts, you see, but we bide among men for a century or so, we may awaken to abilities long lost in our kind, speech not least of all. And the ability to lick my face, too. That those who have awakened might know of Wallachdorf, we asked our new move friends to place enchantments on the crystals found throughout Ilmeg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Novaura, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amaro was not prepared for what he found here, that is, other-speaking Amaro, and no sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he is wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here, to help you on your way? He fled to the west to the settlements. Then to the west we must go. Yeah, we'll be helping out all these other Amaro later. For now, we want to focus on getting over here. And dealing with something in my eye as the clouds are starting to roll in. Yeah, where's our little friend? He's not hiding out over in the cave where Plaeni is. Alright, we've got up some Amaro tracks. You find a set of Amaro tracks headed southwest. Judging by the depths of the impressions, the creature was in some haste. So yeah, we gotta keep looking. Alright, here's some more clues. As we take a look at this part-eaten foliage, you find foliage that's been partially consumed by large beasts. The trail of consumption continues to the west. Alright, go. Yeah, continuing on over here. Let's see if we can't get this fungus off of our trail. Yeah, turn it right around. and send out some fruit remains. You find the eaten remains of a fruit, the exposed flesh yet turned to brown. The young Amaro may yet be near. And so let's find him. Yeah, looks like we're closing in on him. There he is. Tonatia. Yeah, just a gasp. The young Amaro regards you with wary eyes. Yeah, Sandman sent me, or it's alright to talk. Well, let's tell them that Sandman sent you. There's Shinji.
Sandman? You mean the other fellow who can talk? I had no idea there were others like me.
Yeah, maybe we can help you out with that.
Well now, a whole settlement of talking Amaro. That must be the place he wanted to show me. My name is Tonatia. My master was a traveling merchant. One day I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy and I thought my master would be happy too. But when I spoke to him, he looked as if he had seen a ghost and abandoned me. Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. I'd heard of Ilmeg, and I thought it'd be nice to see it, but it seems the idea wasn't my own at all.
How so?
This settlement, Wallachdorf, it sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long while. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore, not even other Amaro.
Well, hopefully we can alleviate that as we take our final Aether Current, and we can now fly around freely inside of Ilmeg. So yeah, this will definitely make completing the remaining quests a lot easier. Let's go and speak with Tonatia again for the next quest in this chain, entitled A Costly Meal. Tonatia wishes to send you back to Wallachdorf with his apologies.
I appreciate you coming to find me, but I won't go back with you. Please tell Sandman that I'm sorry.
Alright. Yeah, so let's go back and reunite with Sandman. And tell him that our young ward has no interest in returning. Yeah, he wants to lick a little more. Oh, you're back. Did you manage to track down the young Amaro? We did, and this is what he had to say. I see, I see. Well, if he desires to be alone, we cannot well force him to live here. My apologies for taking your time. Wait a minute.
Sandman! Sandman, we have a problem! A new moose come over here, and they are absolutely livid. They claim that one of us ate their porksy.
Uh-oh.
What? That is most unusual. The Numu are our good friends. Every one of us knows better than to do such a thing.
Yeah. Everyone except for Tonatia, or maybe perhaps it's a misunderstanding? Yeah, what if it's...
This is true. Tonatia has but arrived here. He knows not the ways of Ilmeg. While I would not blame him out of hand, the possibility cannot be ignored. Forgive me, my friend, but will you not help us once more? My thanks. I will have words with all the Amalo of Wallachdorf to make certain that the culprit is not among us.
So away he goes.
Meanwhile, please speak with the aggrieved Numu and ask them for their accounts of the incident.
Alright. Well, thankfully they are in town, so this is a plus. Yeah, here's the aggrieved.
What's this? Are the Amawas so cowed that they send a mortar to speak for them? No matter. You will have my account and I will have justice. My porksy was out gathering herbs when it happened. Suddenly I sensed this intense fear, and then it cried to me in my mind that an Amaro was chasing it, and then it was gone. I thought that the Amara was civilized, that they were our new friends. How wrong I was. Unless I receive fitting reparation for this heinous deed, there can be no longer peace between our peoples. Yeah, let me try to explain the situation. What? It wasn't an Amara of Wallachdorf, but a creature from outside Ilmeg? Prove it. Bring me this Amara that's responsible, this Tonatia, and let us have the truth from him. If he is as ignorant as you say, he should still be near the scene of the crime, in Verbotenburg. I will go and have words with Sandman while I await your return, but do not take too long. I am not in a patient mood. Yeah, and who honestly can blame him? Alright, time for some area lists. Time to take to the skies. Yeah, this kind of reminds us of the low-lying fog that we saw when we first came to Ilmeg. Yeah, now we gotta find Tonatia and try and find out if this was indeed him, who decided that he saw a flying pig and wanted to eat it. Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, it's you again. Have I seen a poxy, you asked? If you mean the flying pig, then yes, it looked delicious, and it was.
Ouch. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Did I do something wrong?
Yeah, you kinda did.
What? It wasn't a wild animal, but a new moose cherished familiar? Oh no, what have I done?
Well, hopefully we can right the ship on this situation. So let's speak with Tonatia again to take on the quest entitled By Way of Reparation. A remorseful Tonatia wishes to apologize.
So soon after I refused the offer to live at Wallachdorf, I'm going there to apologize. Well, there's no use delaying it. Let's be on our way.
Yeah, pretty much has no choice but to go back with tail between legs. And it's good to see that Olivier's made it to the final boss, but we still have a long way to go. Yeah, not the least of which includes us having to also go back to speak with Lurik again over in the Crystarium. Hey there, Sandman.
Why, thanks for bringing back Tonatia. Now, we shall be able to clear up the misunderstanding. I'm so sorry I ate your pig. It's just, I was dreadfully hungry and it looked so delicious. Poxies are not pigs, I'll have you know. They are people's favorite familiars. We treat them as we would our family. Now, I praise you for having the courage to admit your mistake. However, I cannot let this grievance stand without fitting reparation. Such is the way of we New Moo. I understand. What would you have of me? Were you a denizen of Wallachdorf, I would then take into account the good relations between our peoples and give you a concession. But seeing as you are not, I have no choice but to demand full payment. A life for a life.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
A life? You mean I have to die? I want to take my responsibility for my actions, but I'm afraid to die. What should I do?
What are we gonna tell him? You can join the Wallachdorf flock, or I'm afraid there's no other way. Yeah, say you can join them. But you're not necessarily on speaking terms with them, are you? Ah, indeed. If Tonatia were to become one of us, he would be afforded a concession. How does that sound, young one?
But I've already refused your invitation, and since then I've only caused trouble. In spite of all this, you would still let me join you?
Come now. To be a flock is to look after one another. And there will be times, I'm sure, when you help your fellows as we help you now. Besides, such things are of no consequence beside the joy of welcoming a new member to the flock.
Then it's decided. I will hereby demand reparation of Tonatia as a denizen of Wallachdorf.
Bring me these 3 items. A bottle of pristine water, a lump of fine clay, and a fey lamp. By this, I will hold the debt settled. They might prove challenging for Novaura alone to procure, but then you have a capable mortal here to assist.
Yeah. I've already come this far. You can count on me. Yeah, ready to go.
I'm so sorry for dragging you into this. When all is said and done, I promise to repay your kindness.
I'll do what I can. And so, yeah, we gotta speak with Tonatia again.
Being new to Ilmeg, I'm not sure where to begin searching for the items.
The finest clay may be had from a nearby cliff face. Difficult to reach for men, but a Novaura could easily fly there.
Oh, then I'll go and obtain the clay. In the meantime, could I leave the water to you? It's rather tricky to draw with our talons.
To the northwest of here, you will find a stream fed by a cascade. Its water runs cool and clear and should serve your needs. Here, this should help you to carry the items.
Well, thank you very much there, Sandman.
Right, let's get to work. After you have the water, please come and meet me in the fields in Verbotenberg.
Alright, time to go fly. Yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves the bottle of pristine water that we require. Yeah, this one's pretty clear. Let's go ahead and help ourselves to some. Alright, now let's go find Tonatia. Yeah, once we give him the water, doesn't he still have to carry it somewhere? Hey there.
There you are. Did you get the water?
We did indeed. Hey Elizabeth, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Great. I'll put the clay with it in the sack. That leaves us with only the fey lamp, which I understand is with the pixies.
Yeah, you know what that means. So let's go ahead and speak to Tonatia to take on the final part of this chain quest entitled The Key Ingredients. Tonatia is fairly champing at the bit for the fey lamp.
Leader Laran, that's where the pixies live, right? I hope they are willing to give us a lamp.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, hey there, Elizabeth. You're the first person who's spoken in chat all morning. Yeah, I have people watching, but they're more the strong silent type. Alright, so where is this? Alright, we're speaking with Wid Lore for trying to get a lamp.
You want a fey lamp? I've got them. Oh yes, lots and lots. And I'll be happy to part with one for a price. Can't give it to you just for nothing, you know. It wouldn't be fair. So what do you want for the lamp? Why, what we always want, of course. Fun! If you play with us, we'll give you your heart's desire. I have a new plaything, a playmate. Come with me outside the village and we'll have lots of fun together.
Yeah. And Tonatia goes along. But how bad is it gonna be? As we go past the flying flowers. Oh, there you are.
We're like triplets, yes? You mortals always have trouble telling us apart, so we're going to make a game of it. In this game, you must guess who is the real Wid Lore. That's yours truly. You'll get a single hint, and if you answer correctly, I'll give you a fey lamp. Whenever you're ready now.
Let's go and speak with him. So yeah, we got 3 pixies giving us 3 different clues.
Let me tell you a little secret. I'm not Wid Lore. No, the third one of us is. You think I'm the real Widlaw, do you? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. I am the real Widlaw. Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Okay, so then they all pass by.
And now for the all-important hint. All three of us are notorious liars. So, which of us is the real Widlaw?
Yeah, like,
What? Then everything they said was backwards. This is too confusing. There's one thing I'm sure about though. When we first spoke with Widlaw, it was in a field of flowers. The first pixie didn't smell like flowers at all. If you consider that along with the hint, perhaps you can come up with the correct answer. Which one do you think is the real Widlaw?
actually, I already know. It's number 2. Yeah, and the reaction.
What? How did you... It was supposed to be hard! And we were so looking forward to seeing you rack your brains.
Well, I've done this trick already. So, yeah.
Oh well, a promise is a promise. You guessed correctly, so I will give you a lamp.
Thank you. So yeah, all taken care of.
Huzzah! Now we have everything. Let's hurry back to Wallachdorf.
Yeah. Hustle on back there, Mr. Tonatia. And away we go. Yeah, it helps when you've already done something before. Alright. So let's go ahead and reconnect with them. Yeah, here is the aggrieved. So let's go and speak with him.
I have taken the receipt of the pristine water and the fine clay. I'm told the Fey lamp is with you?
The answer will be yes. Here you go.
Excellent! Now I can fashion myself a new Poxy! Fashion a new Poxy? Just so! It's quite simple really. Making the body using clay and water, imbue it with magic from the lamp, and voila! A Poxy is born! I am well satisfied now. All is forgiven and forgotten. Till next time, friends.
Yeah, and so away he goes.
Poxies are made of clay? I don't feel so good all of a sudden. In any case, all's well that ends well. I can't thank you both enough.
Yeah, at least we were here for you.
I'm pleased to have been of service. Now then, Tonatia, on behalf of all the Amaro of Wallachdorf, I bid you welcome to the flock.
I've never been with a flock before and there's much that I don't know. But I'll try my hardest to live up to expectations.
Haha, no need to be so stiff, young one. Remember, we are all friends here, brought together by our awakening.
And so, sometime later,
in the distant past, our ancestors were given the gift of intelligence to magic. Though that magic has long faded, it wrought a change in our kind that may occasionally manifest, in the form of Amaros such as ourselves. We Amaro were created to serve men. Many of us form enduring bonds with our masters and mistresses. However, we live far longer than they do, and thus it is our lot to experience the sorrow of parting. But those of us who are left behind, we who are worn down by grief, may yet find solace here in Wallachdorf. I have lost full many masters, as has everyone in the flock. I know their pain, and they mine. This settlement brings us all together that we might support one another and live in peace. In time, I hope that you will come to think of it as your home.
Home. I like the sound of that. Thank you, Sandman, for everything.
Yeah, so mission accomplished as we bring these two together. And so we'll go ahead and take the only thing that we can use that's meant for us, the spaghetti al nero. Yeah, enjoy your new life there, Tonatia. Alright. While the audio card saves, I'm gonna go ahead and make a run to the washroom, and also I need to get myself some water, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Got my... Went to the washroom, got my water, all good to go. Oh, that's so good. Ah. Alright, also, hey there, Lou. Good to have you with us here today. Okay, gotcha there, Lou. Well, glad you can make it count. Alright, so, time for us to continue on with side quests here in Wallachdorf, and it turns out Sandman has another quest for us. So, let's go and speak with him to take on his next quest entitled A New Favorite. Sandman needs you to help Tonatia settle into his new life.
Oh, it's you. Your timing is most fortuitous. I was just about to doze off. Come to ask about Tonatia, have you? I have been teaching him the ways of the flock. We each have a task we perform, and now that Tonatia is one of us, he must have one too. Speaking of which, you are well acquainted with the pixies of Leader Laran, are you not? I'd be grateful if you were to help Tonatia settle into his new role.
Like, you sent him back there again?
I have a mind to make him our envoy to the pixies, you see. The post is vacant at the moment, as it often is, given the challenges.
Yeah, who would want to go there?
Our peoples are very different. The pixies live to play, whereas all we desire is peace. Most of us have no tolerance for their mischief, and neither do I. In the course of collecting the items to make the reparation to the new Mu, Tonatia had occasion to treat with the pixies and came away unscathed. But he had you at his side that time, and I cannot help but worry how he will fare alone, navigating the vagaries of pixie temperaments. It will be reassuring to know you are watching over him, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, there's a pixie who owes me a favor, or this popular pixie who should be willing to help. Yeah, there's a popular pixie who could help us.
Truly? With this pixie as an ally, I dare to hope that it will smooth the way for Tonatia. Please relay the details of our conversation to Tonatia. He should be somewhere in the settlement.
Yeah, in fact, he's not that far. So yeah, let's go and find him. Yeah, there he is. Hey, Tonatia, we're back.
Oh, it's you! You have a message from Sandman, you say?
We do, yes.
I see. He did say that he would have a task for me. The prospect of dealing with the pixies is daunting, but it gives me a heart to have this Ulthan's help. Let's go meet him at once.
And so, away he goes, and we'll go ahead and join him in Nida Laran. Yeah, let's hope you can make the most of your opportunity there, Lou. Alright, let's head on over to where Ulthan is. Right over here.
If it isn't Shinji, come to bask in the glow of my popularity, I take it. And I see you've brought a friend.
Yeah, here's why we brought him.
Is that the way of it? Well, you just leave it to me. Under my sage guidance, Tonatia will become the most popular son in Lila Laran. After yours truly, of course. I'm not looking to become popular. I just want to do a good job as an envoy between our peoples. And there's no sure way to do so than to become popular, believe you me. It's simple really, you just need to prove that you can play with us as equals by beating us at our own games. Come along, I'll introduce you to everyone. Of course it's games. Well, at least I have Ulthan guiding me.
So let's go ahead and reconnect with them. And it's a bit of distance to get over to Ulthan this time around. There he is. And so...
That's to say, Tonatia wants to be our friend, so be nice to him, understood?
I don't think they're down with this.
Sure, we'll treat him as our prized toy. No, be nice, I said. Tonatia hasn't what it takes to be a friend. Given half the chance, he would beat you all at your games, assuming you play fair.
Do pixies ever play fair? Yeah, they're all like, whatever.
And Amaro can beat us, you say? We'll believe it when we see it. Oh, and you will, because Tonatia and Shinji will play a game with you right now.
Yeah, Tonatia is shrugging his head like, what?
Well, of course you're playing too. It wouldn't be fair otherwise. The game will be Treasure Hunt. The pixies will stand guard over their treasures, which you must search for while invisible. If you can obtain them all without being discovered, you win. Sounds good to us. For the treasures, we can use our favorite flowers. We'll go and hide them outside the village at once.
And so away they fly off. Yeah, scattering themselves to the winds and knowing what they want to do, of course.
Well, there you have it. When you're ready to begin, I'll cast an invisibility spell on you. If the effect fades before you finish, come back here and I'll cast it again. So if we win this game, the pixies will consider me a friend? Right, I'm ready.
Yeah, so here we go. Well, he did say an invisibility spell.
Thanks. Here I go then.
Yeah, what's with the shocked look on her face? We've had to do with invisibility spells before. So yeah, let's go and speak with Thule again.
The treasures will be scattered all over Timgeus and guarded by the pixies. You won't be able to get near while visible. Are you ready for the spell?
So Pixie Incantation is about to render you invisible. Hurry and find the treasures before the magic is lifted. It'll expire in 3 minutes. If you become visible, you'll be unable to complete your task. Yeah, what's interesting about this is that even if you are not able to complete in time, you can, if you did get at least one treasure, you can go back and look for it again, and your progress will be considered saved to that point. Yeah, because I did this with Corinne, and it was certainly quite the task. Hopefully I can find these things before daybreak. Or at least while the clouds are low. So that if the sun's out, I won't have to deal with camouflage. Yeah, if anything, this is a really good quest to do at night. Or in overcast conditions. I did not have those with Corinne, so this should be easier. Yeah, and so there's our first treasure right over there. And there's one of the pixies that's guarding it. So let's go ahead and snatch it away.
No, my treasure!
And so away he goes. And away we'll move on. Yeah, now let's head on over to treasure number 2. And yeah, we can actually see where it's glowing. So what we have to do is make a run over here and we'll get our hands on it. Yeah, like I said, so much easier at night.
The treasure's gone! When did that happen?
Yeah, wah wah. So yeah, now we can take this off. And we can now go back. Yeah, because he's not exactly at Lita Luran itself.
How goes the sneaking? Found any treasures yet?
Indeed we have.
Ah, yes, this makes 2 out of the 3. Just 1 more and victory is yours. I assume Tonatia is out there looking for the last treasure, except his spell should have long faded by now. If he's recently only come to Ilmeg, perhaps he's gotten himself lost. We should look for him.
Alright then. Let's go see if he wandered out. Yeah, let's see where he could have ended up. So he's going to be lower. As we land into the flowers with a thud. Falling on the other side. Oh yeah, there he is. Not only that, he's under attack. Yeah, breach the perimeter. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's deal with these conniving hawkers. Yeah, so we start dealing with them just as the sun comes out. Yeah, load up into it. Take that, you. Alright, now it's your turn. There we go. Yeah, glad we could find you.
Thank you, that was too close. I was following this pixie scent when I saw those hawkers chasing them. It was all I could do to jump in the way.
Yeah, that was very brave of you.
Just when I thought I heard a commotion. What in the heavens were you doing so far from the village? I thought it would be fun to make the Amaro lose his way, so I tried to hide my treasure somewhere out of reach. But then those nasty hawkers came along. Did I not tell you to be nice? Apologize to Tonatia and Shinji at once.
Yeah, are pixies capable of apologizing?
I'm sorry, and thank you for helping me even though I was being mean.
Yeah, looks like we're all good here.
Don't mention it, I'm just glad you're safe. But I didn't find any treasures myself. I suppose that means I'm not fit to be your friend. Nothing of the sort. If you didn't find any treasures, it's because you were busy saving me. So win or lose, it doesn't matter. I'll tell everyone in the village that we consider you the best of friends. So please be our friend and take us for a ride on your back. But of course, it would be my pleasure. Hooray! Hooray! Let's head back to the village and play some more. Whew, that went much better than I did hope, and I feel ready to take on my duty as envoy now. And who would have thought it felt so fine to make friends? It's all because of you and old Than. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah, mission accomplished, I guess.
I'm glad for Tonatia. Can't help but worry. At this rate, he might become more popular than me. I must hurry back to the village. I have a lot to do if I'm to obtain my crown as the darling of Leader Loran. Your work here is done, so feel free to run along back to Wallachdorf and report the Sandman. Tell him that Tonatia made friends. Lots of them.
Alright. And so away we go. Alright, so let's head on back to Sandman now. We're back.
So the pixies accepted Tonatia. I am glad to hear that. Yet I am gladder still for the change that has come to our young friend. Whereas he once chose solitude, he now has so many friends as to attract a rival in popularity. Ah, the trials and triumphs of youth. It reminds me of my own time as a fledgling. When next I slumber, I believe I will dream of those days.
And so we'll go ahead and take our experience, skill, plus a choice of infusions of strength, or any of the other stats that are available. But of course, since we're on Dragoon, strength makes more sense for us. But I never really use this stuff because it just has... It really has such a very short-term use. It has such a very short shelf life when you actually use it. So now let's go ahead and continue to take on quests here in Wallachdorf by speaking with Yala Jewel to take on his quest entitled A Gift in Advance. Yala Jewel has a request for a child of man.
Well, that child of man should appear at this very moment. This little one is fortunate indeed. I have the honor of watching over the life forming within this egg. It will be a happy day when it finally comes out into the world. Alas, it does not like to grow up knowing men, and that thought saddens me. But I have an idea. If you can spare the time, will you not bring me something warm with which to line yonder nest? The fleece of a rabbit's tail, the feathers of a tortoise, or the pelt of a fuca, any one of these shall serve.
So yeah, pick what you want. And since the Avis is so conveniently close by, let's go ahead and fight it. Yeah, it helps when something is conveniently close by. Yeah, let's see how this goes. And spin into it. And for long, there we go. And back over to Yala Jewel. Yeah, that was easy. As the rain starts to come down.
Welcome back. So what did you bring?
We brought you this.
Ah, the feathers of a tortoise. While the creature's appearance cannot be said to be pleasant, its feathers provide unrivaled warmth. Thank you. This shall make an excellent lining for the nest. And when the little one is born, I will be certain to tell it the tale of your visit and your gifts.
It will bring great joy to have a connection. Yeah. Mom calling at the worst possible time again.
It will bring great joy to have a connection to a child of man, this I know. Please accept this by way of gratitude.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's move on. See, around here somewhere we should find our next quests from Ansul. Let's go ahead and take on his quest entitled Not All Pixies. Something appears to be weighing on Ansul's mind.
Traveler, please lend an ear to my tale. Something is afoot that gives me cause for concern. Of late, a friend of mine has been meeting pixies in secret, and I fear that he is being subjected to their mischief. When I confront him about it, he insists that all is well, yet I find myself not comforted. Strange as it may sound, if he won't open up to a friend, perhaps he might do so to a stranger. He left the settlement a short while ago and headed towards Liagia. Please, will you not seek him out and have words with him?
Castle time, huh? Alright. So yeah, let's head on back to Liagia. Yeah, also you may have noticed as well that the tires do still keep rolling even though we're floating in the air. Yeah, they're basically like dormant. They're just rolling over because of the fact that we are in the air. Yeah, it even rolls back a little too. Alright, we're back on the scene at Liagia, so let's find this talkative Amaro. Yeah, there you are. Hello there.
Aren't you one of the men they say is visiting Elmeg? Is there something you require of me?
There is actually, yes.
Are the pixies subjecting me to...
Yeah, Fuka, we were kind of having a conversation here. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to it. Yeah, stupid Fuka. Yeah, you're just like the self-sovereign, the East Shroud. Now let's try this again.
Are the pixies subjecting me to mischief?
Well, in this case, it's the Fukas.
Good heavens, no! While these little ones do enjoy themselves, I assure you I'm not the worst for it. They come to me to hear stories of the past, and as you can see, this particular session has come to an end. They're adorable when they're sleeping, are they not? As they are, though, they're liable to catch a chill. Might I trouble you to go to Pla Any to borrow a blanket? I'll remain here and keep watch in the meantime.
So you've essentially become a babysitter. And so back over in Pla Any. Yeah, it's Dan Ken who we'll be speaking with. Hello.
Something about your demeanor bespeaks a request unmade. Have I the right fit?
Well, sort of.
A blanket, you say? But of course I should be happy to lend it. As a fitting payment, tell our friend that I ask that he bears me atop the waterfall.
Alright. And away we go. And let's make our way back to where we need to be. So back out in the rain and back on over to Liagia. Yeah, flying on over to where the Amaro was. Yeah, what are we gonna do with a blanket for pixies? Wouldn't they get crushed under it or suffocate? Well, they're not some... they are spirits, so they wouldn't suffocate. Yeah, why a blanket?
There you are. I trust you have the blankets.
We do, yes. Here you go.
Wonderful. I shall lay it over the pixies. Did Dan Ken perchance mention a payment?
Well, this is what he said.
They wish to be born atop the waterfall? I know not their interest in such a place, but very well I shall do as asked. Now then, allow me to tell you more about these little ones.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of hard to see them, but I'm standing right behind them. Or they're right behind me.
They are not of Leader Loran, and like most of their kind, they do not share the penchant for mischief. They simply like to hear stories of the past, and I am happy to oblige. So as you can see, I am in neither danger nor discomfort. Please assure Aunt Sewell as much.
Alright, so back over to Wallachdorf. Alright, and we've returned. So let's go ahead and tell the news to Aunt Sewell. Yeah, right behind Seto. We're back.
So that is the way of it. For glad am I to know that my worries were unfounded. Thank you for setting my mind at ease. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude.
So we'll get the experience skill plus some more Pixie Apple Pie, which is a healer item. And so let's continue our tour of Wallachdorf and the various quests they're in by making our way over to Ken Beck and his quest entitled A Tale of a Tale. Ken Beck is feeding every one of his ears.
Ah, if it isn't a young one, fairly bursting with vigor, will you not hear the plea of this tired old Amaro? To the south of Wallachdorf there abide winged lizards known as green gliders. I would be grateful if you hunt one and bring me its tail. As many winters as I've seen, I no longer have the agility to chase them down. Rest assured, you will not go unrewarded for your troubles.
And so yeah, he'll continue to speak with his Amaro friends, and we'll continue to do stuff for the Amaro. So yeah, we're just sending on a green glider here. How did he not even notice me? I was literally standing right in front of him. Well, now he's gonna have to fight for his life. Yeah, there's a reason why they're called green gliders. Yeah, small at first, but once they get into flight, look out. There we go, you're dead. Alright, give myself a little water. Ah, there we go. Alright, continue. Alright, back over to Ken Beck.
Ah, the young one returns from the hunt.
With the tail you wanted.
Oh, such a plump, juicy tail this is. Thank you, thank you. These are a favorite of mine. Before I came to be here, I was in Lakeland. There I lived amidst men for many years. In the time before the flood, a great battle was joined at the source. With my master upon my back, I charged into the fray against the forces of the Shadowkeeper. Countless many fell that day, though I was fortunate to escape with my life. I did not escape wholly unscathed, taking grievous wounds at the hands of enemy soldiers who had assumed wolf-like forms. Such were my injuries, it was believed I would never walk again, never mind fly. Yet my master never forsook me. He nursed me back to health, feeding me a nutritious diet of green glider tails, and I eventually made a full recovery. Seeing the tale now, I cannot help but be reminded of those golden days. The days I spent with the elven folk. Thank you, young one, for giving me the chance to relive them.
And so his quest is now finished. Alright, we'll go ahead and take on another one here real quick. So let's go ahead now to speak with Rispa to take on his quest entitled An Eggshell a Day. Rispa has a hankering for eggshells.
Traveler, will you do me a favor? At the church at Damarin Field, you will find eggshells scattered about. I would have you gather them for me. Capable as you are, I understand you often find yourself drawn into grueling struggles. I dare say a little task such as this will come as a refreshing change.
Oh, so you're the one doing me a favor, or how very considerate of you?
In the past, I asked the favor of another traveler in the self-same way. He saw straight through my ploy. I was old then, I am older now. My body does not move as it once did. Thus do I turn to healthy young visitors such as you. If you would bring me the eggshells, I would be very grateful.
Eggshells it is, of which we need a total of 4. So back out into the rain. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with Croctas and other vile creatures. If we want those eggshells, we're gonna have to search all over for them. And we also have to deal with werewood. I'm gonna check if there's any behind. Yep, there's another one over here. Alright. Yeah, you back off there, Werewood. I have no business with you. But you brought your friend along, so we'll have no choice but to fight you. Hello! Yeah, when the situation is forced, you kind of have to force your own hand. Yeah, don't say I didn't warn you when this happens. So let's go pick up what we just obtained. And rough. So we still need to find one more eggshell. Yeah, we may have to fight for it, though. Where is it exactly? Well, actually, we've already been through here, so... Yeah, we'll get you to back off. Yeah, let's see how you deal with this. Load up. And you're dead. Ah, there you are. Yeah, being defended by the Krakota. Ah. Alright, let's fly back. Yeah, this will be faster than using the teleport. Alright, Vespa, we're back.
Back with the eggshells, are you?
We are, yes. Here you go.
Ah, these are fine shells. You have my thanks. According to the New Moo, eggshells are good for strengthening one's bones. I have been feeding on them regularly in the hopes that I become strong enough to travel once more. But tell me, while you were at the church, did you come upon an especially large egg? While it resembles our own, it belongs to a different species. Indeed, it was already here by the time my brethren and I came to abide in this land. What emerged from it remains a mystery, as does where the creature subsequently went. Yet one thing is clear. As a crossroads of ethereal currents, this land is ideal for hatching eggs. The parents of that creature were likely drawn here for that reason, and by the same token, we Amaro continue to abide here. But listen to me prattle on like the old Amaro that I am. I shall take no more of your time. Please accept this as a token of my thanks.
Well, you're quite welcome. Alright. Yes, Mom, now you can call me, but this isn't who you are. Alright, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had something that was brought to my attention, so I had to go and focus my attention on it for a little while before resuming with stuff around here. But it looks like we're all good to go again. So, let's continue on now with the side quests in and around Wallachdorf. So around the corner we have this Watchamoro, so let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled Marks of the Monarch. The Watchamoro is troubled by a mysterious shadow.
Traveler, have you a moment? I patrol the area to the north regularly, and for a long while there was nothing of note. Of late, however, I've been seeing a mysterious figure on the other side of the cliff. I can't make out who or what that figure is, and it troubles me. Men are said to see better than us tomorrow. Will you not lend me your keen eyes?
I believe I can do that.
My thanks. All you need to do is stand lookout at the cliffs by Longmere Lake and the church at Dameron Field. I will see to other locations in the meantime. When you have finished, please come back and meet me there. Please come and meet me back there.
I gotta go to 2 different spots. So let's go and check them out. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go all the way over here by the looks of it. Alright, so here's spot number 1. Yeah, here's a spot that would make someone like Bob Ross proud. Like, I know he's really becoming popular again, even though he did all of his artwork a long time ago. You glimpse curious cracks on the mountain face, however there are no mysterious figures to be seen. Yeah, in fact, if it wasn't raining, we could probably give you guys like this really incredible mountain shot. It would probably just be like absolutely amazing. Alright, let's continue on to check out the other lookout area. But yeah, Bob Ross really has become popular again. In fact, even I guess his agent or someone, a member of his family's estate or something, has opened up a Bob Ross Twitch channel where people can actually watch the art that he made from all those years ago. Yeah, he really has become... Oh, and once you know it, now that it stops raining. Yeah, the popularity of his art really has seen a resurgence. And it's cool to see that he's having that work out as much as it is. Alright. This appears to be one of the lookout locations, so let's go ahead and look out here. Yeah, speaking of beautiful shots, you glimpse a reflection of yourself in the tranquil lake far below, however there are no mysterious figures to be seen. Yeah, you could also do this as a beautiful landscape as well. Especially with the sunset, would also be quite nice. So now ahead, we've taken care of that. Let's go back to Wallachdorf. Alright, let's go. Where is the Watchamoro? Let's say, where are you hiding? Why are you hiding back here?
There you are. So tell me, what did you see?
I saw no mysterious figures, or I saw beautiful views. Well, let's tell him what he needs to hear that is relevant, as he licks on my head.
Well, if you saw nothing, that I may rest easier. If truth be told, I was beginning to think that perhaps I was simply seeing my own shadow cast upon the fog. By the way, when you looked out to the north, you may have noticed the strange cracks on the mountain face. Do you know how they came to be there?
Yeah, do tell.
They were hewn out by the previous Fairy King when they fought the invading Sin Eaters. To be sure, they weren't known as the king then, but simply Titania, ruler of the Pixies, and it was they who rose to restore peace to the region in the wake of Robert's demise. In the manner in which Titania united us against the Sin Eaters, the fairies saw an image of the king of fallen Robert. So it was that, as a show of respect, we came to likewise refer to them as our king. Alas, to our great sorrow, they will be corrupted by the light and become that which they fought. Those cracks are a reminder of how our king protected us, and beholding them spurs me to remain vigilant. But forgive me, I've gone on quite a ramble. Thank you for helping me to put my worries to rest.
Glad we could help. So here we can take some dye, or we can take some money. We'll take the money because the dye is not worth that much. Alright, let's continue taking side quests. Next up is Nimbus. Let's take on his quest entitled In His Mistress's Memory. Nimbus needs a nimble hand to pick a flower.
If you have a moment to spare, I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, that's interesting there, Elizabeth. Yeah, if he's interested in, if he has his own YouTube handle and he wants to watch us whenever he wants, he can certainly do so.
Seldom as we see men here, I wish to take advantage of your adroit appendages while I can.
Thank you.
In Longmere Lake there grow many beautiful flowers. I want you to pick one for me. It matters not which color, I will trust to your instincts. My thanks in advance.
And away we go. So yeah, all we have to do is pick a flower, but we can't just pick any flower. We can't just pick any of the ones that are in the meadows in Lida Luran. No, they want us to go into the water for this. So that is what we will do. So yeah, here are the flowers of note. And we can pick any one we want. Let's see if I can set this down. There we go. Oops. I actually did not mean to dive in. Nope. We just want to pick a flower. And we ended up prioritizing the pink over the blue. Oh, because of the fact that the blue flower is behind us. Alright. I guess I can let you get away with that. But yeah, definitely I would appreciate more people for an audience. Especially people who have autism as well. Hey, Nimbus.
A lovely pink flower. I shall make an offering of it to my dear mistress. It reminds me of the time we journeyed to Amarang and beheld its solemn yet beauteous landscape for the first time. Unlike some others, my mistress didn't look upon those immoral who could talk with mistrust. She treated me as not simply her beast of burden, but a friend, and together we embarked on many grand adventures. But we immoral live far longer than men do. Sensing that her time was near, she left my side, not wanting me to witness her life fading away. But to this day, a part of me wants to believe that she's still somewhere out there, and that one day she'll return, and we'll go on adventures as we once did. And so I remain in this place where I last saw her. It's been 30 years now. In my heart of hearts I know she's gone, but so long as I live I'll remember my kind and gentle mistress who loved beautiful things. I hope that this flower will bring her joy wherever she may be.
And so yeah, as he chills out there with his friend, let's move on now and speak with Thon An to take on his quest entitled Duplicity in the Depths. Thon An would entrust you with a map.
A traveler who has the air of dependability about him. Look upon this map, if you will. It belonged to my master, a knight of Robert, and it points to a piece of evidence in a matter that he was investigating.
Yeah, what's it all about?
Alas, my master is long dead, and the place indicated upon the map lies down beneath Longmere Lake. We Amaro are not made for the water, and I am unable to reach this place. If you consider yourself a strong swimmer, will you not search in my stead?
Alright then.
I am in your debt. The place you seek is in the vicinity of Deepwood Swim. Please dive down there and see what you find.
Alright, time for some more wet antics. So as we get treated to an Ilmeg sunset, let's go ahead and see where this piece of evidence is. Yeah, let's check it out and see what we can find. Yeah, in fact, it might have actually been making more sense to warp over to Lida Luran for this one. That way we would have had a shorter flight. Alright, we're arriving at the scene. Let's go ahead and dive in. So where's the piece of evidence that you require? It might be in a building, because we've actually seen that happen before. Oh, here it is. Buried objects. And there we go. Back over to Thonan. Or it could also be Tun-An. I don't know. Yeah, in fact, now more that I think about it, it's probably more like Tun-An, more like, kind of like Thomas. Like the THO.
Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find anything?
We did, yes.
An ordinary lockbox at a glance. Perhaps the evidence is within. I have not the appendages with which to open it, so please do the honors.
Alright. With a little exertion, the lid comes loose to reveal a piece of parchment. Time-worn but miraculously untouched by water. The contents can clearly be made out.
This is a letter bearing the symbol of Vorbert's royal mages and addressed to a noble house. A house aligned with the faction that sought to usurp the crown. It seems that the mages were in league with the insurgents. Had my master seen this, he would have stopped at nothing to bring them all to justice. However, all was rendered moot by the flood. My master, the traitors, the kingdom itself, all are no more. Yet in retrieving this letter, you have brought my master the closure that had long eluded him. He may rest easier now, I believe. My thanks for your kind service.
Well, thank you very much. And so there we go. Another quest is taken off. So, yeah, just 2 more to go. So our penultimate quest will come from this angry Amaro. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled Lurkers in the Lake. The angry Amaro will not stand for any more Thwoth devilry.
You look like a formidable man. Please, will you not lend me a hand? You see, with few of your kind coming to Ilmeg of late, the Thwoth have taken to harassing us tomorrow instead. For a while we put up with their devilry, but the final straw came when they stole one of our eggs. This cannot be borne! So I will go near the banks of Longmere Lake to lure out the Thwoth. When they show themselves, I want you to give them a trouncing they'll never forget!
Yeah, someone is definitely mad. So since we know combat is required... Oops, nope. Yeah, get off all this stuff. Yeah, go! Go, Shinji, go! Gotta make our way back to the... where the Thwoth are, but actually they're pretty close by. Alright, I'm ready. Let's take it to them. Yeah, hey, Thwoth. You're gonna bug this guy? Well, then you can have this. Yeah, no mercy. Yeah, put everything we got into it. Everything we have. And they're down. Hey man, we got it.
Thank you. That should teach them not to bother us for a good while. As they had intended for me just now, the Thwoth grow their ranks by dragging living beings into the water. Not even life that still resides within an egg is spared. They are a treacherous lot and you do well to avoid them at all costs. But if you have no choice but to deal with them, you mustn't lower your guard, not even for a heartbeat.
Yeah, something we learned all too well over at Dom Meg.
But come, let us return to Wallachdorf. I would give you proper thanks.
Indeed, let's make our way back there right now. But yeah, as you'll see, a lot of these quests go by very quickly. Some of them do take a little longer, but some of them just go by in a couple of minutes. Let's reunite with the angry Amaro, now that he's not as angry as he once was.
There you are. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. It is a small price to pay for the peace of mind you have given us.
Well, thank you very much. And away he goes. And thus our final quest here in Warlockdorf will come courtesy of O-On. Let's go ahead and speak with him for his quest entitled Pushy for Patronage. O-On seeks aid for an ill friend.
I am loath to trouble a visitor such as you, but will you not lend me a hand? You see, a friend of mine is unwell, accidentally consumed a poisonous plant, it would seem. A new moon named Ala-Ul makes a medicine that can purge the poison. I would take myself to Pliny for it, but I dare not leave my friend's side. If you could go in my stead, I would be in your debt.
Alright. So quick warp over to Pliny. And so we'll find Yala-Ul. Yeah, get the quick flight over there.
An Amaro is unwell, you say? But of course I would be happy to help. No more or no, I will not forsake those in need. That being said, as per our custom, I must ask for a fitting payment. Let's see, 4 springs of Volbert wash should suffice. The herb grows in abundance outside the cave in Volbertberg. Bring them to me and I will see that the ailing Amaro has his medicine.
4 sprigs it is. Yeah, it actually seems like we're going out the opposite side of the cave to get it. Yeah, we've still typically been going out the west side of the cave, but we're going out the east side this time around. Yeah, here's the Volbert wart that we're talking about. And there's going to be more down the line. Hey Shima, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. No, it's glad to know that you're here. Wow, how was I not attacked by those birds? Blessing in disguise? Alright, further down we go. Well, thanks to this guy for keeping those things distracted for me. So yeah, props to you. And then one last sprig of Volbert wart over here. There we go. So back over to Pliny. And we'll give Ala-Ul what he needs. Here you are. We're back.
Ah, you're back. Do you have the Volbert wart?
Indeed we do.
Ah, 4 sprigs, precisely as I requested. This will replace the amount I used to make the medicine, which I should mention has already been delivered to Warlockdorf. It wouldn't do to make the sick and ailing wait after all. But I must say, and I'm perhaps simply imagining it, even though the Amaro I met was appreciative, there was an aloofness about him at the same time. At any rate, the honorable task is done and to great satisfaction for all.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, that was very nice of him to already send it to the Amaro who needed it. We're almost done for the morning stream there, Shima, so no need to worry about it too much. And back to Owan.
Ah, yes, Yala-Ul indeed came earlier with the medicine. I gave it to my friend at once and he's already feeling better. Thank you so much for procuring the herbs. Now forgive me if this seems like prying, but how do you find dealing with Yala-Ul?
Well, here's how we feel about it.
Truly? You are far more patient soul than I am. Every time I meet Yalaul, or indeed most other Numu, they never fail to ask me if something ails me. Even when I say no, they press me again and again. I realize it is simply the way with them, but it becomes overbearing very quickly, and that ails me. Thus do I make a point of keeping my distance with them. You should keep your distance as well, lest you be drawn deep into their web of endless tasks.
Sorry to hear that. Okay, so that's all the side quests done in Wallachdorf. But, as far as side quests are concerned, we still have one more. Back over to Leda Loran. Yeah, this quest is unique in the fact that you need to have the ability to fly in El Meg in order to access it. And in fact, the second quest popped up as well. Alright. And might as well get them both. Yeah, in fact, Sigan has come over here and will give us this one. And yeah, there's now also available Triple Triad too. So let's speak with Sigan for their quest entitled In His Mistress's Name. Sigan is eager to show you something.
Look what I found! A silver medallion! It was lying near a leafman on the other side of Ilmeg. There's a name engraved on it. Nimbus. Doesn't sound much like a mortal. An immortal, perhaps? Do you happen to know a creature by that name?
Indeed we do.
You do! Well, then you must deliver it to him in Wallachdorf. Here.
Alright, so yeah, I'll warp back over to Wallachdorf again. But yeah, we'll get the one that requires us to fly in a moment. Yeah, I forgot about that. The second quest becomes available too. So yeah, Nimbus conveniently located right over here. Hey man, we're back.
You have something for me, you say?
Indeed we do.
This medallion belonged to my mistress. Though it is faded, her name is engraved on it too, next to mine. Wherever did you find this? Could it be you met her?
Well, actually I didn't, but I found someone who had it.
I see. Deep down I knew it was silly, but for a moment I couldn't help but hope. Yet to have this medallion brings me great comfort. 'Tis as if my feelings have reached my mistress, and she makes a gift of it to me. I swear I will keep it safe. Please pass my heartfelt thanks to the pixie who found it.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often. Expression of gratitude to a pixie? Well, in this instance, that's exactly what happened. And so back over here. And a quick turn over to Sigan.
Nimbus has the medallion? Wonderful! My friend will be so pleased to hear this. Who's my friend, you ask? Why, the leafman next to whom I found the medallion. If she was indeed Nimbus's mistress, she would have wanted him to have it. Here's a little something for helping to reunite them.
Yeah, in other words, you don't think... Yeah, a bad time to come and say hello. So now, let's run over here to get the side quest that I actually wanted to do. Yeah, being held by this waiting pixie. So, let's go ahead and speak with them to take on their quest entitled Hide and Seek. The waiting pixie is sick and tired of waiting.
I am so angry right now. My friends promised that we play together here, but not one of them have come. Instead, they're over in Anden's Airs playing hide and seek. That's the only game they ever play. I want you to march over there and give them a good scolding for me. You're respected in our village, so they'll take your words to heart.
So yeah, we gotta speak with a seeking pixie. Who is going to be... Yeah, all the way over there. So yeah, probably better for me to... Well, actually, it probably won't matter how long it is. It probably is equal distance between here and Wallachdorf. But in any event, we gotta go over towards these mountains. And we gotta go find the pixie that we need to see. Yeah, and as you may have imagined, since there's nothing but lake over here, the only way we can meet up with this pixie is by getting into the air. So we're gonna go ahead and check the place out and see if we can't bring them back to where they need to be. So yeah, this will also help us with revealing more of the map. Yeah, just make sure we can reveal a bit, as much of it as we can. Alright, we're about to reach the area where the Seeking Pixies are. Here we are, Seeking Pixie.
A promise? I don't recall a... Oh, we completely forgot. Oh, we're so sorry. We would go with you right now, but we're in the midst of a game of hide and seek. One of us is still hiding and we can't well leave them behind. Will you help us search?
I believe I can.
Thank you. Now when you find them, you must say the word beaver. It's the rules. Right, let's get to it.
So yeah, we have to find them by using beaver as our tell word to say, hey, game's done. So that's going to reveal more of the map. But now here's the thing that really makes this interesting. We need to find a specific spot with which to slide in. Is it beneath? Nope, they say lower. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, emanating from this water. Yeah, here's the pixie. Hello there.
Shh! Can't you see I'm trying to hide?
Yeah, so, yeah, let's go ahead and say beaver to them to let them know that we're done playing with them. Yeah, beaver!
Oh no, I am found! Wait, aren't you Shinji? I didn't know you were playing too. This makes it even more funny.
Alright, back to the Seeking Pixie. Alright, so I'll take a corner around and get back to where they are. Yeah, so we'll reunite with them and talk with the Seeking Pixie.
You did well to find our hiding friend. We would never have thought to look there. But come, it wouldn't do to keep our waiting friend waiting any longer. They aren't the most patient of pixies.
And so away they go. Now, as far as the map is concerned, I believe I've covered everything except for one section. Yeah, right over here on the left. You typically cannot get this until you're in flight, so let's go ahead and go back to L'Île Oran. And upon our return, and let's go ahead and right up to where the pixie is. Hey, pixie.
The others finally came thanks to you. But what's this I hear about you playing hide and seek with them? That's not fair. I want to be found by you too. Promise me you'll play with us again soon.
And so away he goes, and so all side quests in Ilmeg are now found. But there's still some business we need to take care of. So it's time to go ahead and reveal the remainder of this map. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So a quick in and out should allow us the opportunity to have a full map completion. Alright, pass over Hand Mirror Lake. And that's enough. Back over. So yeah, with that, we're now halfway to level 75. And so now, we've taken care of everything here. So, let's get off the motorcycle. And it's time to resume with the main story, if only briefly, for this afternoon. Let's go ahead and speak with Thancred to take on the level 73 main story quest entitled, As the Wheel Turns. Thancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. And so where will we go? Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yolmor's attentions, but I would sooner see myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say I've had a belly full of Ilmig. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement on that. And so, back to Castellarium. As we get to enjoy the accordion one last time before we return. Yeah, we've definitely been gone for a while. Alright, so let's go ahead and run on back there. Alright, Odyssey. It's quite interesting there, Kalara Media. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Welcome to stream. Glad to have you with us today. So yeah, upon our return, seems like everything's okay. Yeah, everyone's going about their business.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Oh, and someone wants to come say hello? Uh-oh. Yeah, someone we didn't want to see.
You took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Yeah. We're getting a hello from someone we didn't want to see.
And you are...
Oh, you're about to find out.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
So we're free to assassinate you right now?
As for my true identity...
Yeah, he's an Ascian.
I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
We heard this name from Gaius, but now we have to put up with this guy here? Yeah, I can take you.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply...
Not satisfying to you?
infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Well, that's the point. Yeah, you'll just have to suffer.
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
Yeah, we certainly pissed him off.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
Yeah, no such luck here. Yeah, we're just that good.
But you had to come and ruin it all.
Oh, yes, we did. Yeah, you
Thanks
can't
to
stop
your
us.
meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
I don't think he'll be deterred that easily.
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone.
Yeah, you'll need more than just yourself. Yeah, and you don't have Garleans here to help you out either.
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
Well, before you contemplate it, just be advised I have white aura sight and I'm not afraid to use it.
Cooperation.
Wait, what?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
And why would we want that exactly?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Yeah. You're not exactly like the villain from Watchmen, you know.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
How about no? I mean, what could you possibly gain from us?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
Oh, but they are.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Ugh. Yeah, get lost.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
Exactly. Yeah, he's still doing the deed back over in Garlemald.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer.
I
No
felt
doubt.
it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
And hopefully we'll get the real you and use the white aura sight on you. Anyway, Alice?
Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly got much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the XIV. You can run along, Shinji. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I see you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more.
Alright then. Let's go ahead and make our way back over to the pendants. Because yeah, it seems like we're gonna have our regular encounter with Ardbirds. I'm sure you're not the only one there, Kalar. Well, things are definitely a lot quieter at the suites these days. So, you'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes, we will. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. And so we'll take our experience skill plus a sandwich basket. And so, upon our return... Yeah, let's just hope Emmett doesn't come to pay me a visit in here. What's the look on my face? Oh, well, this is all the refreshments they said they were going to give us. I guess that's what caught our attention. Oranges, apples, finger sandwiches, some tea. This works very well. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it?
Oh, hey there,
Yeah,
Albert.
with that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
But yeah, I knew you'd be back.
Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Oh, absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind on that.
About to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
Whoa. Yeah, you got sent to the moon?
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
Oh, this we know.
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Well, that's what happens when you make a deal with the devil. Not everything you're putting me off dinner. Tell me about Seto. Yeah, tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Yeah, look at the smile on her face.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Okay. Yeah, we can tell you about the mount we have. And so, sometime later, after we get ourselves some rest, yeah, we certainly had our fill of the finger sandwiches. And so now that we've arrived at the next day, we achieve Realpolitik as our next achievement. Alright, so the manager of Sweets will have our next available quest for us, but since it is now 1 p.m. where I am, I need to go ahead and call this off for now because we've been going for 3 hours. So in a couple of hours' time, we will continue on with this afternoon's set of quests, which will include us going back over to Lurik to take on his level 74 side quest, which is mandatory, and then we will resume with the main quest and see where we're going to go next and what we're going to do. So thanks to all of you guys, thanks to our new viewers for joining us this morning / this afternoon. Really appreciate the support, and hopefully we'll see you guys again later today. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. And we'll see you guys back here later this afternoon. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.